This is Zach Chen. Welcome back to this video channel. Today I'm going to share with you a tip to help you to increase your level of emotional freedom. Now this tip basically is targeted at a time when you're facing a difficult or a negative situation. Okay, something that happens out of expectations, or something that is really difficult to deal with. Alright, so it's actually a 4-step process of dealing with such difficult situations. Okay, now let me just elaborate on these 4 steps. Okay, first step is face it. Second step is accept it. Third step is deal with it. And the fourth step is let it go. Alright, so let's go into the details. Now, a lot of times when you face an unexpected or difficult or sad or highly emotional situation that we got to deal with, and usually some people will choose to escape, and then by escaping you're actually delaying the turmoil, all the negativity and sadness and all the emotions that are overwhelming you. So the more you choose to escape and not face it, the more it will be there waiting. Okay, it will be there and not gone. So you actually lengthen, okay, the torture that you go through emotionally. So the first thing you need to do is be able to face the situation that is difficult. Now it's more easily said than done, but facing it, right, you could look at it as a step for you to make the rest of the journey easier in recovery. Okay, because facing it, okay, to some people it's actually a difficult move, right? And this first step is actually the most critical step of facing reality of the situation, or facing the severity or the difficulty of the nature of this situation. Okay, so facing it, okay, be brave. It takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of commitment and a lot of focus to be able to face a situation that is less than ideal. Alright, so once you have taken the first step, okay, a big thumbs up for you, okay, a pat on your back. Really, the most difficult step is over, that you have faced it. Now the next hurdle will be for you internally, right, in your mind and in your heart, to actually accept the fact, because facing it means that you know that it's something that is cast in already in reality. You can't change it, but you need to accept it. Okay, because without accepting it you can face it and not face reality. Okay, you can face that, oh, okay, this thing has happened, but you refuse to accept it. You will refuse to do anything, and even if you want to do something about it, okay, because if you fail to accept the situation is there already, your actions will not be 100%, and your actions may sometimes ding dong and then lead you to a lot of further repercussions if you do not accept that the situation is already there and give in your 100% to deal with it. Okay, so the second step is accepting it. Accepting it takes a lot of heart. Okay, it takes a big heart to accept, and it takes a big and calm mindset. Must be really for the objective way of accepting it, knowing that it is only the right thing to do if you want to move on positively in recovery. Okay, so accepting it is the second step. Now the third step is actually dealing with it. The third step actually is more of a detailed thing. So dealing with it means that once you have faced the situation and accepted it as reality, you will now go on to plan. Okay, go on with your plan on your actions, what you're going to do, what are the things needed to be done, and then proceed on to act on it, and then keep going until the situation gets better. So dealing with it is actually the recovery phase, is actually the remedy that you think about. So during the dealing with it phase is the time that you really feel the physical difficulty of it all, and it's also the time that you see a marked drop, a marked drop in the level of difficulty. Once your actions are seeing more effect, you can see that, oh, okay, the outcome is showing that the issue is being dealt with, and then you can generally feel an improvement. So dealing with it is a very key step if you want the situation to really change for the better and permanent, and something that is impactful for your life. So dealing with it takes a lot of planning, a lot of action, a lot of reaction again, responding, and then changes and adapting. And a lot of times dealing with it is something new to a lot of people, and there's a lot of adapting required. So people grow in this kind of experiences when they adapt to learn how to deal with such a new situation, and they keep changing and then adjusting their actions so that they continue to deal with the situation and improve upon it. Alright, now the final step and the fourth step is when you have already faced the negative and difficult situation, you have accepted it as reality, and then you have dealt with it already, and then I assume that after dealing with it, you have successfully removed the hurdle, or at least made it more palatable and lessen the severity of it, and then you're ready to proceed and move on. So the fourth step is really an emotional step whereby you are able to let it go. So for difficult situations like a loss of a close one, or or maybe something precious to you in your heart has already been damaged, or maybe it's gone, or dealing with loss, sometimes you are already done the crucial steps of facing, accepting, and dealing with it, and you're all ready. Okay, the situation out there in the future is really good already, and you have no more negative impacts on you, but you just are not brave enough to take the next step to just look forward to future and not look backwards. Okay, so let it go is actually allowing the negative situation to just leave you. Alright, it's already over, you have already resolved the issue, or you have already learned to cope with it, or it has already been settled. Okay, and it just takes you an emotional step for you to be able to say, hey, I know that I've done what I could, I put in my best, the situation is such, it has been improved. Okay, whatever can be done is done, so what is said is done, and I'm ready to let this issue go. Okay, that means you being able to detach yourself from the emotional baggages that come along with the negative or difficult situation. Detach yourself, unhook, and then let it go, so that the weight will be able to drift away from you, and you don't feel the weight of such a burden anymore. So letting go is the final step that will really release you and give you the emotional freedom from the difficult situation that you have experienced. Alright, so I hope that this 4-step process is useful for you when dealing with a difficult or negative or emotional situation that you encounter in your life. Okay, so face it, accept it, deal with it, let it go. Alright, remember that, and I hope that it will really benefit you in your life. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you love what you hear, and visit myhappyfeet.com, myhappyfeat.com, for more free and awesome content to help you to lead a happier, more fulfilling life, as well as to reach your potential. Here's Zach Chen signing off. Goodbye.